Operations logged as closed that never were. Surveillance feeds cut short. Addresses tagged and wiped. Then I see what I know. Mine. I don't read any further. I don't need to. Some things don't ask to be understood. They just ask what you're willing to lose. The system starts the transfer. A thin line crawls across the screen. Every second it moves feels louder than the last. Like the car might betray me. Like the city's holding its breath. I watch the mirrors. The street behind me. My hands don't stop shaking, so I give them something to do. When the copy finishes, I don't feel relief, just certainty. Whatever this is, it wasn't meant to leave that drive, and now it won't be alone. I pull back onto the road like nothing's changed, like I'm just another badge, heading home late. The copy sits hidden now, out of sight, still loud. Every red light feels longer than it should. Every passing car looks like it knows something. This job teaches you a few things early. How to lie without speaking. How to hear questions inside your own head and answer none of them. I keep my face neutral in the mirror. Relax my jaw. Slow my breathing. If they were watching, then they probably are. Panic is the first thing they'll look for. I don't give it to them. You don't go in guns blazing when the gun might be pointed back at you. You don't accuse ghosts. You learn the shape of the room first. Who stands where? Who flinches? I think about the drive again. About what I didn't finish reading. There's a difference between not knowing and choosing not to know. And right now, ignorance is cover. The station rises ahead of me. I park. I listen to the hum of the car for a moment. I turn the key and wait for the engine to die. I take a breath before I exit. Rain comes down hard, the kind that soaks through intention. I stand outside the car and look up at the building. All glass and steel, cold with no soul. ACTF likes to pretend it's the future, but buildings don't change the people inside them. Inside, it's still dinosaurs. Men who learn power before accountability. Men who confuse control with order. For a second, I think about leaving, letting the night swallow me whole. But that kind of choice only buys time, and time is something this place always collects with interest. The rain carries a smell now. Oil, ozone, something older underneath it. Stale corruption, seeping through concrete like damp. Once I walked through those doors, there's no turning around. No sudden truths, no visible cracks. Just answers given carefully to questions designed to catch a slip. I take one last look at the city behind me. Then I turn towards the entrance. It's time for psych evaluation. A dull, soulless room. Just white panels and a wall that watches you back. I sit in front of the psych machine. No choice but to relax, releasing the tension in my fists. The wall hums to life. A retina scanner blasts my eye, almost blinding me. But I don't blink. Blinking is a tell. They say it reads microdilations, blood pressure, neural spikes, patterns you don't even know you're thinking yet. just stand close enough to smell. Polymer armor, shock balance, live rounds. If I spike wrong, I don't make it to the floor. I've taken down men twice their size, but this isn't a fight. It's a script. The machine speaks.
Subject, Agent Knox. Event reference, bridge incident. State the sequence of events.
I do. Every word where it's supposed to be. No pauses, no shortcuts. Just facts trimmed of weight. I chased. He ran. The drone arrived.
Did the suspect threaten you?
I answered before my pulse can.
Did the suspect reach for an object?
I don't hesitate. The scanner lingers. Feels like it's pressing into my skull. I think about rain, about concrete, about the weight of my boots on the bridge. Not about the drive. Not about his eyes when he said he'd seen everything.
Emotional variance detected.
A warning, not an accusation. I slow my breathing, drop it back into regulation.
Assessment within acceptable deviation.
The scanner retracts. The room exhales. I don't move until they tell me to, because the only thing worse than failing a debrief is surviving one while knowing you just lied to something that remembers everything. I reach the debrief room. I see Harnaby on his own. Usually there's a witness, but Harnaby knows why one isn't present. What he doesn't know is I know the reason too.
Take a seat.
I don't. He tilts his head, already irritated.
Stop fucking around, Knox, and sit down.
I do. Not because he asked, because this is his game, and I need him relaxed.
You took your time getting back.
He watches me, like he's waiting for something to slip. A tremor, a delay, anything he can pull apart later.
Drone footage didn't show any sightseeing.
The machine wasn't enough for him. It never is. I don't answer. Instead, I reach into my jacket. Slow, deliberate. I place the hard drive on the desk. The sound is small, plastic on metal, but it lands like a gunshot. For half a second, just one. I see it. Fear. Raw and unguarded. Then it's gone. Replaced by heat. By offense. The kind of anger that comes from almost losing control. That's when he snaps.
You don't just walk in here and dump evidence like you're doing me a favor.
He's on his feet now.
And another thing. That kid, 2 weeks ago, caught stealing food. You let him walk.
I say nothing.
No report, no citation. Just your own little moral judgment.
He steps closer.
That's not your call. Your job isn't to decide who deserves sympathy. Your job is to maintain order. And every time you forget that, you remind people the rules bend. And once they bend, they break.
I understand something I hadn't before. He's not angry about the kid. He's afraid of what I choose to be.
We're done here. Now get the fuck out of my office.
As I leave, I hear him behind me, already picking the drive back up. And I know one thing for certain. The fear I saw, it was real. The drive back blurs. Rain, signals, red lights smearing across the windshield like open wounds. The building's still here, which feels wrong. Old brick, old bones. Fire escape clinging to the side like it's afraid to let go. Rusted railings. The ladder that drops when you pull the pin. One bad step and you're falling into the same streets that never forget your name. This part of Ashfall never learned how to behave. Crime doesn't hide here. It waits. I've had threats. Plenty of them. Notes on the doors, shadows that linger too long. They were handled. move. Just watches me with those eyes. I found her years ago in a crack house. Scared, but unbroken. Tucked behind a fridge while I was hauling a dealer out in cuffs. Wouldn't run. Wouldn't cry. Something in her reminded me of my wife. The eyes. The quiet intelligence. Like she was always measuring the world, deciding if it was worth trusting. I don't live here. Too many bad memories. I just make sure she's fed. The apartment feels untouched. Not clean. Abandoned. Furniture too old. Walls too bare. No warmth. This place holds things I don't visit unless I have to. I move straight to the back room. My office. One chair, one desk. A simple lamp that never quite beats the dark. The window looks out onto the fire escape. The ladder hangs folded, waiting. I sit. The drive slides in. Blue light spills into the air. Holographic files blooming slowly, deliberately, like they want to be seen. I break the encryption again. This time I don't hesitate. I open the folder I glimpsed in the car. Case Knox L, Knox J, status, closed. The date hits first. The exact night, pinned as a burglary. Forced entry. Wrong place, wrong time. I always knew that was bullshit. I scroll. Crime scene photos I was never shown. Angles cut out from the official report. Ballistics marked inconclusive, then reclassified. No items missing. No ransacking, no panic. Just execution. Then I see it. An internal note. Time-stamped hours before the murders. Location confirmed. Unit number verified. Below it, a name. Hornaby. My throat tightens. Another folder opens automatically. Audio. My partner's recorder. His voice is quieter than I remember. Careful. Controlled. He talks about a meeting he wasn't meant to hear. Hornaby. A gang leader. Back room. No cameras. Hornaby's furious. Not about the murders. About the mess. He says the deal was clear. Work together, share territory, share intel. ACTF looks the other way. The gang keeps things clean.
You were supposed to make it look like a job, not a fucking statement.
Knox was a problem. Problems don't get warnings.
You didn't even take anything. No theft, no cover. And now he's asking questions.
Then my partner whispers something under his breath.
What was that?
The recording cuts. No struggle. No sound of escape. Just nothing. I sit back in the chair. The anger doesn't explode. It sinks. Settles somewhere deep and heavy. My wife, my son, used as leverage. Erased for cooperation. Also, this city could keep pretending it's under control. Jules presses against my arm. Outside, something hums. Not traffic. Closer. Mechanical. And for the first time tonight, I understand exactly what I'm up against. The hum comes first. Low. Heavy. Too deep to be a scout. I don't see it outside the window, which means it's big. Under-drone. Then the door. Metal screaming as a sledgehammer hits it. Once, twice. The frame holds. reinforced steel. But I know that won't matter. This isn't a knock. This is an execution. The third sound isn't impact. It's air tearing itself apart. The blast throws me back as the door disappears in fire and dust. Before I can think, the woman shooting. No warning, no command. Rounds chew through the room where I was sitting seconds ago. Then a moment of panic as a grenade is tossed into the room. I grab the lamp and swing. Glass explodes outward. Picking up Jules, I jump out for our lives. The explosion behind me propels me towards the street, too fast. 3 floors up, the city rises to meet me. I land wrong. Something in my ankle gets with a sound I'll hear again later. I don't scream. The pain does it for me. Loud, white, blinding. I force myself up and limp toward the corner, toward my car. Then I hear them. Too many boots, voices, orders. I peek. ACTF is already there. My car's boxed in. Doors open. Trunk torn apart. They didn't follow me, they predicted me. That's when it hits. This wasn't a response. It was a decision. They figured it out, or enough of it. They'll be planting evidence already. Writing my ending before the body cools. I turn away. Every step sends fire through my leg. But standing still gets me killed faster. I slip into the alley opposite, into smoke and shadow. Then in the city, swallow me whole. I'm not running because I'm scared. I'm running because I'm hurt. Because I need time. Because I need people who still owe me. They think I'm cornered. They think I'm alone. They forget something. I know these streets. Every crack, every shortcut, every place a man can disappear. And when I'm back on my feet, whoever is involved, I'm going to burn into the ground. Every last one of them.